Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 163 on March the 28th, 2019. Rob Hoback here. Hang on, hold on. We got some stuff we got to talk about. But first things first, I am the realist. I am also calm, right? And this morning is a perfect example. Woke up this morning early, got a couple things. I'm traveling today. But as I was writing my notes for my discussion this morning, I wrote them on the wrong page. I wrote them on my IMs. And that doesn't matter. I'm not going to get upset about it. And so while I would tell you that in the last week I've had two people remark to me about how they noticed a difference in me, that I seem to be much more at peace and calm. I would agree with that. I think that's a culmination of everything that we're doing here, right? Just prioritizing, quieting our mind, focusing on the behaviors, understanding that the results will come, belief that the universe is kind and gentle and not necessarily gentle, but kind and bountiful, right? Like everything we need is out there. We just got to go get it. We have to believe. And as I continue to check these things off and say, yep, I'm doing that. Yep, I'm doing that. I just look up like, gosh, my life is just so much better. Anyway, let's get to work. So a couple of things, the hang on, hold on. There's a couple of things I need to circle back to. Number one, lots of questions about Jack and my mom. I haven't spoken to my mom in a couple of weeks. And that's a combination of she never answers her phone or rarely calls me back. And as I've explained, I know she's safe, so it hasn't been a huge priority for me to get in touch with her. So she's good, but I appreciate everybody asking. And then Jack's doing great. So we had Jack last night. All three kids were here. He had a great day at school yesterday. He's just getting so big and his words are falling out. And, so we celebrated his birthday last night. And I just have to share this with you, as I'm talking about being calm. I had I've got a lot going on at work right now. So, picking up Jack at 3, then, I've got a little window of time and then, go get the other kids about, 3:30. And then at 4 o'clock, it's full on daddy duty. And I just had a couple things I wanted to take care of. So I asked Sam and Addie to keep an eye on Jack. And they're like, oh, of course, Dad. So I was in here working. Next thing I know, I come outside because, Sissy was on me that we needed to go to Chick-fil-A and celebrate Jack's birthday. Now, this is after everybody has, complained until I made them some waffles and all this other stuff. But so we get ready to go to Chick-fil-A and the car won't start. And the car won't start because Jack has turned on every light in the car when the other kids are supposed to be watching him. We have to call roadside service. So it wasn't real calm then, quite frankly. But we got, that taken care of. Came over, covered by your insurance. We got all charged up and ready to go. We went to Chick-fil-A. And the actual act of going to Chick-fil-A was a success because Jack and Eddie had a great time playing. But I wasted about $25. Sam and I ate, but Addison picked at her food. She was more interested in playing, and Jack didn't eat anything at all. That's all he wanted to do was play. But they had fun, and so, what are you going to do, right? Maybe next time we just won't order so much food. I need to circle back to wait for it. Hold on a second. You're going to have to wait for this too. Yeah. So the wait for it, when I made that video, I didn't think that I was going to be having lunch with a couple of guys later. And one of the guys that I was having lunch with, I had to remind him, like, bro, you got to wait for it, right? Like if you're watching, you're hawking over something like, where are the results? I've done the work. It's not how it works, right? It comes when you least expect it. It comes, we can't predict how it's going to work. So we just have to wait for it. We have to trust that if we've done the work, the result's going to come. It's never going to come in the fashion we want to. It'll never come as quickly as we want to. But at the same time, it'll be here before we know it. Again, we can't focus on the result. We can only focus on the work. And sometimes you just got to wait for it, right? Looking back, in my life, I can see where there are times when I should have waited for things to mature and I didn't. Instead, I got impatient and moved on, and it was a mistake. The other thing is there's just no replacement for the work, right? I was talking to somebody about a situation where a mutual acquaintance had tried something that seemed like a quick fix, and there was a short-term gain there that was impressive. But everybody was like, I don't know about that. And now, after the fact, there's some residual for that. So it's just quick fixes don't stick, and luck and hope aren't a strategy, right? So we have to define what it is we want to do, and we have to go get it, and just understand that, it's not a one for one. What we do today doesn't always bear fruit tomorrow. So for me, circling back to staying calm, wait for it, the kids, my mom, everything. Do the work. Well, first we got to know the score, right? Understand what's going on, right? And so when we know what the score is, we understand the situation, not what people want us to think, but what's truly going on. And then I learned to calm my mind and focus on what's really important and not all the noise. Trust my instincts, do the work, and then reap the results. And then just rinse and repeat. Just keep going. Just keep vibrating. Just keep moving. It's happening. It's happening to me in real time right here in front of you guys. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you're able to see it. Last thing I want to share with you, right? Saturday, and I think I shared this with you guys, Saturday and Sunday were difficult, right? The kids were here. Jack was throwing up. I was traveling on Sunday. And one of the things that happened is that when I finished that day, or my IM back there, I've got this thing. I've just been playing with it, but it's like sticky stuff. You use it to stick stuff on the wall. And Jack loves to play with it. Go to hang that one up, can't find it anymore, right? And this is a regular daily thing where I go to look for something that I know exactly where I left it, but I can't find it anymore. And I feel myself getting anxious. But when that happened, I'm like, nah, don't do it. I'm sure Jack is hidden it somewhere. So, I looked in where I would think the normal places are. Couldn't find it. Next thing you know, I hear, don't. And Jack had this thing and was throwing it through the room. And a situation that I thought was going to make me angry, I was able to quickly calm my mind, say, just relax. It's no big deal. This might have cost $2. You've got your money's worth. And then once I was able to locate it, because Jack threw it at me, we had a good time playing with it. So it's not always as bad as we think it is, right? Enjoy the ride. That's what I keep reminding myself. Enjoy the ride. Last thing before we go, I've had a couple people reach out about the new hat game. We got some merch, right? Got some blank caps, they're trucker hats, they're snapbacks, they're awesome. I just haven't decided what I'm going to put on there yet. So I chatted about this with the creeper, and he just made me angry. So we're not going to give him a hat. But if anybody else would like a hat, tell me what you'd like and what you'd like on it, and I'll contemplate it, all right? I got to get to work. Hands up, peace out, we're better together. Thank you so much for joining. Again, today is a travel day. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. I'll be in Memphis, right? Getting after it, trusting the process, doing the work. All right. You guys have a great day. We'll see you then. Talk to you later. Bye.